see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breasts. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction, the trolls, the corpse-eaters, the werewolves, did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sanctified monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years. But a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The dark raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
Who's asleep amidst the trees? Cats all asleep in the breeze. But one so light and just one
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
this guy. How's it going, sir? Not much. I haven't talked to you in a while. Saw you were playing The Witcher. Yeah, well, I'm playing like this is my third playthrough now. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's been. I've actually had a lot of fun with this. I'm playing on the hardest difficulty now. But I wanted to congratulate you on your basketball season so far. we were talking about that Zara, I, and Woody, and Woody's like, so he's like, Mike's going off. He's like, he must just like be on top of that shit because he's getting some players. Like one day he'll have this guy and he's going off. I'm like, yeah. Zara and I were like, yeah, he's just wanting to kick the shit out of me and Z. That's all it boils down to. He's like, so, it's Jets. Mike White comes out. Man, the Jets are 2-6 and Miami's 1-7. It's like, man, that's not that bad. DB had 3 people with no points, and he still kicked my ass by 40 points. You by 40, I'm like, I'm just like, yeah, that's not my week. Oh man, yeah. We struggled to crack 250. Fucking, oh, Woody busts my balls all the time. He's like, bro, he's like, half your team's not even playing it now. I'm like, I have no time to micromanage right now, man. I'm like, he's like, I'll trade you Damian Lillard for Luka Doncic. I'm like, no. That might have been DB because he dropped him immediately after. Yeah, I'm doing terrible in this basketball shit. I should. It's that, and I forget to change my league. So he's like, "Hey man, just put your best put your best players out there, and just leave them up there." I'm like, yeah, I thought about that. I Harden, James Harden and stuff. Oh yeah, good old James Harden. It's working. You're in first place right. You're in first place right now. Oh, well, I'm in dead last, so definitely. He's struggling. Let's see standings. Wow. DB. Oh wow. Orphans who hunt priests. Right. Oh, Mike White. Throws for 400 yards. First. Jesus. What? Right? Oh, shit. I'm playing. Oh, man. Tonight's gonna suck. I have no ways. Jesus. Oh, man. Yeah, my defense is this week. So, my defense is going against each other this week. Fuck. Damn it. Right? Fuck it. Yep. It's. Yeah, he's like, I picked up Danny Dimes. I'm like, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes. Wow. DB has Devontae Adams starting this week. Yeah, that's probably not smart. Oh, I just got Uma. So, fuck it. Oh, they give you, there's like these little fucking item repair things that you can buy, or you go to a blacksmith and you can repair. Yeah, the beginning of this game, I forgot how fucking brutal it is. Oh, hey, there's Zara. I forgot how brutal the beginning of this game is when you start over and don't have any of your shit. Because, the first playthrough on this, nope. It's a struggle. And then I tried playing this on Death March, first time through, without the new game plus. Oh, man. I died a lot. Uh-huh. I've been streaming it, too. I've picked up 2 new subs and like 4 followers on my PlayStation Network since I just started streaming on hard. It's fun. I mean, I'm enjoying it because it's forcing me to actually play the game the way it's meant to be played, not just like, I'm a fucking tank and I just keep slashing at you until you die. It's like I gotta actually dance around and fuck it. Because like the last difficulty I played it on, what was it? There Will Be Blood or whatever the fuck it is. Airden, the King of the Wild Hunt, he hit me one time. I saw him playing The Witcher, so I was like, I'm gonna hit him up and congratulate him on beating my ass in basketball. Screw Mike White. Fuck. Yeah, that's why I'm not on it right now. It's downloaded. Which means they're doing a massive overhaul of fucking something. So, because the last patch they did was about the same fucking size, and they overhauled franchise. The last patch they did was the same fucking size, and that's when they did the whole new overhaul franchise mode with the draft class. Probably removing Gruden, Ruggs, and then probably a bunch of fucking fixes too of those like bugs and shit that you know. Yeah, well, Odds are it'll be a multiple. It'll be most of it will go to the fucking Ultimate Team, the fixes, because that's where their cash cow is. It's like we gotta fix the thing that gets us money. Fuck these people who play franchise mode. It's that game will do that to you. I figured. Well, I mean, shit. I kept your ass up till 1 a.m. That'll definitely put you on your ass. Fuck. I'm just gonna send you a bunch of them that I have that I don't use. I have like 6 of these motherfuckers around. He wants to play. He's like, I want to fucking play, fat man. My turn. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm waiting for that up. Yep. He picked up. He's like, fumbling prone Daniel Jones. Might as well. Don't rush that motherfucker out there. I wouldn't. I'll wait till it becomes free, or $5. I won't. Fuck golf. Fuck that. It's not even golf. It's the announcer. God, this guy. It's like, man, this guy just doesn't know how to putt. Man, that announcer's about to get bludgeoned to death with a fucking club. Yeah. No, that announcer's a dick. It's like that. It'll be a 100-foot putt. He's like, wow, he couldn't even sink that easy putt. It's like 100 fucking yards. Like you sink that motherfucking putt. 90 foot. Like, I'd like to see you do better. Come down here and fucking show me how it's done. I mean, still not as bad as when Woody fucking hit that damn fucking ball off that tree and it beeline and fucking ricocheted backwards. That. So I see you changed your basketball name to Orphan Hunt's Priest or something like that. Orphan Hunter's Hunt Priest or some shit like that. Like, Orphans who hunt priests, that's what it was. Yeah, I was like, geez. I'm like, well, at least he's taking shots at Woody. He's leaving me the fuck alone right now. uh. Yep. Hey, just you wait. I'm about to shit my pants. Oh, fuck. What game is that? They're like, yeah, $80 so you can play on PS5 too. I'll pass. I might look into it. Just as about to knife him dead from a bullet to the head. It's like, yeah, I just see the old man in the background, steal my kill, motherfucker. Mad, fucking Madden's just like, shit out, new update. It's like, fuck, I knew I should have gotten to the draft last night. No, you're good. You're good. Like, no, if we just simulate through the playoffs, we probably would have gotten through there last night faster. The fact that I simulated the whole fucking playoffs for myself and still made it to the fucking Super Bowl is amazing. Rookie quarterback. And some of those blitzes, man, I was watching, like, what was it? When you set the whole house on me, my entire line covered that shit perfect. Like, I'm waiting for my guy to get over across the middle. He's, like, getting hung up by your fucking linebacker in the corner. Just kind of sitting there, like, I can't figure this out, coach. And then everybody's coming. It's like, my line just protects. And then your line, I can't fucking, I don't want to get started on that shit. Last time I tell you about good offensive linemen. Seriously, I tell him, like, yeah, you should draft these two, they're superstar offensive linemen. He's like, okay, I draft them. And then he hits on another one who's a superstar that I didn't even know about. And then he hits on another one that's a star. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, there's stars on his line. I'm like, he's like, yeah, I had this all-pro offensive line. They're all in their first year. It's like, fuck you. Man, fuck you. Last time I tell you shit. Oh, yeah, fuck him, too. Fucking Alex Anzalone looked like Brian Bosworth out there. Fucking Bo Jackson. Tried to make a tackle, got fucking... One time Alex Anzalone tried to make a tackle high, he fucking got, seriously, right off the left shoulder off him and just kept running. I'm like... It's like, this boy, I'm trading him, like... Yeah, well, you know what? Alex Anzalone is getting traded either way. I was already moving his ass. It's like, that boy had 8 drops for interceptions. Seriously, he should have had 8 picks. He's like, nah, drop. I'm like, motherfucker. How far is my download? It's like you got 14 hours left at the rate we're going. Well, what will happen is I gotta go to the grocery store here in a bit. Yeah, yours will be done before mine, but you have better internet than I do. Like lately, my internet's been shit. I'll play Madden, it'll cut me out. I'll play The Witcher, I'll stream it, it'll cut my streaming off sometimes too. Like, yeah, I can't broadcast. You always do Twitch. God, that shit's fucking hilarious. I'm waiting for somebody to jump on here and listen to me and be like, you said something that offended me. I'm gonna report you. It's like, go ahead, I don't give a fuck. Fuck off, I don't care. Like, if you stay around even longer, I might offend you even more. I might say some shit that really will offend you. It's like, fuck it. I might offend you, your sister, and your fucking goddamn cousin. Hell, I'll offend your whole goddamn family. I don't give a shit. Oh, shit. That's how I feel when California came to Nevada. Texas. Shit. Well, I know a lot of people from California now are going to Texas. I heard it was supposed to be like the next Simi Valley, like next tech fucking. Yeah. That's why I won't move to Texas. Period. California's gonna end up doing the same thing if the election doesn't get fucking fixed. Yeah, but most of Texas is Republican. Well, fucking. Well, because there's like the three big cities in in Texas are Austin, Dallas, and Houston, I believe, right? Yeah, those are the three major cities in Texas. Brave. Hey man, you know what? They beat the Astros. They beat the Astros. Cheating bastards. Yep. Well, good for Atlanta. Damn. Damn, that's they should. When was the last? I mean, shit. When was the last time to see if Atlanta had a championship? We don't celebrate losses. It's like going to. It's like where Vargas lives, you know. And there's that stabbing at Burger King last night, at 2 a.m. Shit happens. College and second, or where the fuck it was. Oh my god! Hey, look at him. He can walk right there. He can walk right next door and go get checked out. Yeah, I remember you. Burger King employee stabbed another Burger King employee. Oh shit! I have it on my PS3. I've beaten it. It's 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 fun. It's fun, but I don't know, man. It got it's awesome, but it just at times it just felt repetitive. I know I ruined The Witcher last time by doing what I was doing. He's like, I want to play. but but yeah, if Kingdoms of Almar is fucking free, then I'll download it. Like, why not? It's more fun that way. Hey, grab your shit and just run with it. It'd be like it's like chasing Kyler Murray. He'd be like Goomba and be like dead last. I haven't even broken 1,000 points yet. I'm fucking playing that shit. Do you say you had to go look for that stupid goat? You had to go look for Princess. The peddler is upset because his goat is gone. He talks like that too. He's like, the white wolf will go fetch the peddler's goat. It's like, why don't you? I think the goat ran away because you like to fuck the goat. If I was the goat, I'd leave too. I haven't seen him yet. No, Kings of Almar, and what's the other one? What the fuck is First Class? First Class Trump. What the? Yeah. You can't do first person. Could you imagine you trying to do VR? You would probably you'd probably have a seizure. Like see, I saw somebody else playing it. I just didn't know what the fuck it was. I mean, I'll add the games to my library just for shits and giggles. I'm eventually gonna have to get Back for Blood too. Brother-in-law's been asking me about that. Oh, really? I'm like to be interested. Zombies in space, so I get to create my own person? I'm gonna make him a zombie. PlayStation Plus. First Class Trouble. Is this like fucking? Oh, you know what this is? What the fuck is it? You know, what is it? That stupid ass game Among Us or whatever the fuck it is, with those little like red and blue guys. Ah, fuck. Add the library. God damn it. Now I'm gonna have another game to fucking stream with you guys. Because we're gonna have to make Woody get this so I can murder him repeatedly. Goomba killed Woody. What the fuck, Goomba? Why'd you kill me with a stapler? I can't kill you with a stapler in real life, so I just figured I'd do it in the game. Goomba pushed Woody off the train. What the fuck, Anthony? Quit fucking killing me. Go after Zara. I'm like, I'll kill Zara later. He has to say something about Dan Marino before I can kill him. Dan Marino wasn't the goat. That's all that had to be said. Goomba bludgeoned Zara to death with a golf club. It's like, why are you killing everybody? It's watch it just pull up your gamer tag. I'm like, yep. Boom, 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 boom. That's fine. I'm gonna name my guy Tom Brady. I'm gonna name my guy Tom Brady and throw him off the train. Tom Brady committed suicide. Tom Brady shot himself. I'll just make sure Woody kills me a lot. Woody kills Tom Brady. Woody kicked Tom Brady off a train. Woody burnt Tom Brady alive. Tom Brady shot himself. I'll stream it the entire time. I really hope somebody was like, "Hey Tom, somebody named their character after you and he's killing himself." I figured, you know what, that game, that First Class one, that would be a fun one to play. I can't get upset. I can't get upset if I'm dying because it's not golf, where it's like, why the fuck am I 12 over? This game sucks. Well, you put it on fucking Pro-Am, dumbass. So? That shouldn't fucking matter. What should matter is the fact this game sucks. That was bad as mad. Oh, can't putt? Oh, you hit straight. Oh, veer to the left. Veer to the right. Move away from the hole. You're the only person I know that experiences so many damn fumbles. I couldn't make you fumble at all last night. Period. Not if he plays me, though. Not if he plays me, though. Yeah. And then what I do is I just confine you to the red zone and make you throw the ball again. And you're like, and then you're like, shit, I can't beat this. Like, I'm just gonna throw the chalk in the corner with 3 players. I'm like, go ahead, I can find the fucking field. Now go ahead and throw the ball. I want to see how good you are. I did stop you when you did that, though. I slowed you the fuck down. We went from averaging 7 yards a carry that last game to just under 5, or just over 5. So yeah, I slowed you the fuck down. And of course, my guy goes for fucking ape shit, damn near 400 yards. It doesn't even win MVP of the damn game. Nope, the guy who got 3 interceptions and 1 tackle did it. Davis Mills is like, fuck it, somebody's open, throwing it like Eli Manning. I bet. Yeah, this draft, I think I'm going to take that kid from Iowa and trade him. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, he's having to go get the goat for the peddler, so the peddler will tell him where fucking the Baron's what? If you hit L2, I think if you hit R1, it should ring the bell, and then L2 brings up your Witcher sense. And it should, when you hit R1, it should... That's what you have to... You have to dedicate time to this game. Like, it's still... It's... Yeah, but for you, it's Gwent. Like, now, right now, I'm going through and doing everything. I'm probably, like, fucking... He's like, fuck them. They take all your time. He's like, especially that other guy from California. Fuck that guy especially. I'm sure you did. Did you make fun of Eternals? Well, yeah, but okay, the NBA changed the rules so Wilt couldn't dominate. What? Sure did. That poor boy. Practicing that. I mean, I used to do that as a kid. Fucking like, fuck it, half court. He's like, yeah, I've been practicing that. He's like, I've been practicing that shot all year. LeBron had no shot at 22. What was LeBron at 22? Yeah, athleticism. Like boy would get to the fucking rack like nothing. I mean, he had. All right. All right, man. Yeah, have fun. All right, man. See you in a bit. Bye. Bear. Yeah, I killed the bear usually ahead of time. I'm like, fuck that. And then the Witcher armor, I'm gonna go heavy armor with this. Do the bear armor, I think. Because I've noticed. The goat fucker. I remember the bear is like, he fucks his goat and killed his father. It's like, he fucks his goat? I don't care about the last part. He just fucks his goat? Whoa! Yeah, right. No wonder Princess leaves. I'd run away too if I was touched by a creepy old man in the middle of the woods. Michael, I think he plays for Denver. He balled out after Jamal Murray got hurt last year and Will Barton were hurt. He played really well. And honestly, a lot of these shooters are having trouble because the NBA changed the basketball. They went from the Wilson ball to Spalding, and Paul George was saying that the Spalding ball it's a little different. Like the feel of it and everything's different. So it's taking a lot of these players a little bit more time to get acclimated to this new ball, which is, I can actually see that being the issue because like Damian Lillard going 2 for 14 from behind the 3-point line seems a little suspect. So he's like, you found my goat. Now I will tell you shit. It's like, I'm sure you will. Let's see. Oh, for the Baron. Oh yeah, you have to fucking deal with the botchling, where he his unborn kid, he buried it out in Crow's Perch. Man, okay, so I did that one on this difficulty. I did it like 3 times in a row. I was like, fuck this, I'll come back to this mission, right? Because I was at level for it. No. It didn't matter if I fucking tried to kill the botchling, because it turns into an owl ghoul, and then summons fucking specters. No, that was hard. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just keep the botchling alive and just kill the ghost. That shit took me like 20 minutes to do. Because I'm constantly trying to heal, dodge fucking ghosts, and I'm like, this is fucking hard as shit. Finally got past it, but yeah, that shit was fucking hard. Then, what was it? The last playthrough, I killed the Baron's wife. I did some shit. Yep. Oh, dude, that second playthrough, I'm not even gonna lie. I fucked a lot of things up. Like, I totally changed some shit. I was like, well, I'll do this time. I'll do this time. Like, in the DLC, Blood and Wine, the first time through, I kept the Duchy alive. Like, she didn't die. The second time through, her sister killed her. I was like, oh, shit. Like, I was like, oh, fuck, I killed Aunt Henrietta. Oh, well. Like, well, I made some bad choices this time. Oh, I know how to do it. I figured it. I actually looked it up online, and I kept her alive last time. Because I was like, I'm testing this motherfucking theory. I'm like, because if this is a lie, I'm going to be pissed. No, what? Okay, so, you remember the end of the story, right? Where it's like, if you don't keep her alive, Geralt goes to the fucking bog, kills the fucking crone, and that shit. Okay, so the ending I got after I saved her was, it shows the tower. She hasn't come back from the tower, and then it goes like 2 weeks later, and it showed Geralt going to Vizima to talk to fucking Emir. And he's like, Ciri never came back, blah, blah, blah. He has a conversation with Emir. Emir tells him, he's like, I never want to see you again. Don't cross my path ever again, Witcher. Geralt leaves. He goes to the, that first, that Nilfgaardian fort in White Orchard that you go to with the blacksmith and shit. You go there, and you wait for somebody to show up with a sword. Then you go and meet Ciri and give her back, and give her sword with the fucking ancient runes fucking carved in it. And it goes to a cutscene and talks about how Ciri becomes a Witcher, and she's known for doing all this great shit and blah blah blah. And then it just pretty much goes to the end of the story, tells you like based on the decisions you made, this is the outcome of the game, blah blah blah. So Geralt doesn't. Yeah, it just changes the ending to where Geralt's not sitting in the crone's house, just holding Vesemir's medallion, just waiting to die as all those monsters come in. Ciri actually lives. There's another ending though too. Instead, when Ciri's like, let's go to the crones and kill homeboy who killed Vesemir. Instead, you like, no, we're gonna go to the Emperor first. If you do that and save her, she becomes the ruler of Nilfgaard. So there's two different endings for Ciri that you can get: the Witcher ending and the one where she becomes the Emperor. Yeah, I didn't know about those two endings, but I was like, I did the Witcher ending first. I'm like, man, fuck Emir. I'm like, this guy's an asshole. Threatens me, dick. Who the fuck I am? They are talking about they are making a fourth Witcher game. Woody, what was it? Woody was talking about how they should make a Witcher like MMO where you get to choose. You can be like a sorceress or whatever, and then you can also be like a Witcher. Choose from the different schools. I was like, that'd be pretty cool. You can do what Fallout did and kind of limit the amount of people on the servers. Have a bunch of like NPCs and a bunch of shit, like a bunch of side. Well, it's basically do what Elder Scrolls does with less populated servers. I thought that would be actually pretty fun game if they did that shit. Oh, great! Your favorite thing? It's like, yeah, I'll fucking kill the damn thing. Right? It's like, no, your family ran away. They weren't kidnapped or disappeared. Good old Roach. Oh, But no, I'm waiting for them to come out with another Witcher game. Yeah, it takes them forever to make these fucking games. Cyberpunk just kept getting pushed back because they just fucked that up. I think they were just riding high on their accomplishments from the third Witcher. Oh, I I don't think that it was a bad game like you said. It was just how broken it was. I think that's where everybody got upset, is that it's like this game is this game has been pushed back for so long that it's still a dumpster fire. It's like, come on. But I mean, I've heard that they fixed a lot of the shit that's wrong with the game. I thought that game died. Shit. Avengers Avengers has still got an audience, but I haven't seen anybody playing Outriders lately. I don't know if they ever will, because they're supposed to come out with that first expansion that gives a whole new set of monsters and shit, and they just never brought it out. Yeah. Well, not every game. Like, the only game I've actually played in so far was in the Super Bowl. It's if we're scheduled to play each other, then yeah. But if not, you just play the computer. Yeah, you call the plays, and then basically you can change shit at the line. And not really. I mean, it all really depends on who you're playing. Like last night when I played Zara, because he doesn't know how to play defense very well yet, I had all fucking day. Like I was saying, he set the house at me, and I still had plenty of time to wait for my receiver to clear being touched by his corner and his linebacker to get open in the middle of the field, and that took like 3-4 seconds. And I had all day literally to throw that fucking ball. Like there's no way near me. Just boom. Yeah, he can't do. He's terrible at running screenplays. So am I, for that matter. But he's like, yeah. Every time I try to run a screenplay, it's either a tackle for a loss or I get intercepted. Like, I'm good. I mean, I can play defense. I like playing defense. I actually like going after the fucking ball myself when it's in the air. It's more fun that way. It's like, haha, perfectly timed pick. Um, 22 is still broken. The only reason why I have it is because I got it for free. But I mean, it's not bad. It's just, as Zara says, there's still some shit that they got fixed. Like those turnovers. I turned the fumbling and interceptions down to 5, and Zara still fumbles and turns the ball over quite often. No. Well, he gets mad because he's like, what the fuck? My guy's got 99 carry. It's like, yeah, but this will be like week 14. His guy's completely fucking gassed because he's got like 500 carries through the first 14 weeks. Like, I'll send you a screenshot of Zara's numbers his first year. He had, what was it, 650 carries, just under 3,000 yards, and 51 touchdowns. The boy touched the ball more than... Like, he had 3 seasons worth of carries. We did the average of like what Frank Gore gets. It's like, yeah, you had like 3 seasons worth of carries in 1 year. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, I gotta ride this train until it falls off in 5 seasons. I'm like, well, that's fine. Nice. And me and my little quarterback are just gonna sit here and bide our time. Oh no, I mean he took it well. I mean, it was a fun game. I just couldn't stop his run game. That's all it boiled down to, is I could not stop him running the fucking ball. I mean, I beat him by I think 3 touchdowns. But that's because when he got into the red, like, there's twice he got into the red zone and tried to throw the ball and threw it to DJ Chark into triple coverage, and I just came down with the ball. But if he tried to, there's a few times this guy just threw my guy off, and I was afraid, I was so scared that if somebody else fucking missed this tackle, this fucking slow, fat motherfucker was gonna run it fucking 60 yards downfield. His guy only has 87 speed, so it's not like he's got game-changing speed. And I'm like, the game's gonna fuck me right here. This is what they always do. It's like, anytime I play an X-Factor running back, they miss a tackle, 3 tackles, all of a sudden they're gone for a touchdown. It's like, fuck is this? I don't want to have to play him again, because when he gets better on defense, it's gonna be harder. I'm like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to actually have to try. What he did, he's like, okay, I know your strategy. I think you're gonna do one thing and one thing only. And that's throw deep to Ruggs. It's like, no, I won't. I'll make you think I'm throwing deep. I'll stretch you vertically and then hit you underneath with the underneath shit. And then there's times where he blitz me, and then he'd have off coverage. Ruggs would run past his guy. As soon as I saw him get even with his guy, just throw the ball in the air, and Ruggs would just be running right past him. I'm like, bye. But I had to trade that motherfucker. He killed the person and the dog. They were. Stephen Ross was serious about it, but because there's no contingency plans in place in case Watson did face legal trouble and couldn't play for Miami after this year, we turned the trade down. Yeah, so we turned the trade down. They're possibly looking at trading Tua to Washington probably next year because they wanted to keep him on the roster this season, just in case Watson can't play. But my understanding is Watson was trying to settle everything, all 22 cases, out of court before the trade deadline so he could be moved. Like, Watson wants the fuck out of Houston. He wants to go to Miami. Like, Zara says that he has 2 teams he'll give up his no trade clause to, and that's the Panthers and the Dolphins. But the only team I've ever seen him say and come out publicly and say that he's willing to fucking trade for or drop his clause for is Miami. It's the only team I've read. It's the only team I've ever heard him say. So I'm like, I don't know about Carolina. But it's just, well, my understanding was the Panthers even offered Christian McCaffrey in the trade for Watson. Yeah, so I was like, damn, you're willing to give up CMC for Watson. You guys really want to make a run. But we'll see what happens. I mean, won't happen this year. Could happen during the offseason. Watson getting moved to Miami. Yeah, I'm sure he's happy to be back in New York. Yep. He's like, this sucks. He's actually just stayed retired. Right? This whole season's been nuts. Like, who's this Mike White guy? Why the fuck is he doing better than Zach Wilson? They probably came in the week thinking, it's just Mike White. Who the fuck's this guy? We don't have to try. We'll still beat him, Mike. It's like, what the fuck? Oh, so I traded Jared Goff from the Lions to the Jets. Jared Goff started 2 games, right? His first game, he had like 209 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick. Second game, 212 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. After that second game, they benched his ass. We've seen enough. Zach Wilson, you're in for the rest of the year. I was like, why the fuck is Jerry Goff not starting anymore? I'm like, is he hurt? I'm like, no, he just sucks. I'm like, okay, let's go look at his season stats. He started 2 games, and then Robert Flores, or Robert fucking Salas is like, I've seen enough of this shit. We're starting Zach Wilson again. Yeah, this is what happens when you play at a school like BYU, where you don't face high levels of competition week in and week out, and you're not a pro program. He's he just, honestly, what they need to do is just let him sit the rest of the season. Just let Mike White go out there and take the ass beating. Cause then you can just trade Zach Wilson. I mean, because yeah, I mean, you won't get a top 5 pick back for him, but you probably get a fucking either late first or early second. Buy Zach Wilson. But I mean, Indy's defense, it's kind of tough. Jonathan Taylor's been going off though this year. Like, he has looked good. That running back for the Colts. Off. Yeah, George Kittle's done for the. It seems like he's done for the year. Oh, Kittle's coming back? I thought he was done. Shit. Calvin Ridley, he wants out of Atlanta. Honestly, if Atlanta was smart, they would just start it over, blow it up, start it over. Oh, I mean, okay, let's go look at the NFC South. Outside Tampa Bay, the other 3 teams are still suspect as shit. And now the Saints lost Jameis Winston for the year with that ACL injury. So, I mean, it's Sean Payton. I have faith in him still keeping the Saints competitive, but it's going to be between Trevor Siemian and Taysom Hill basically out there at quarterback. And nope. He threw. And then Brady threw that interception. Always nice when that happens. Like I said, there wasn't anything. Oh man, what irritated me though last week was Justin Herbert, like 4 points. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, it's like 2 weeks in a row you just got shut down. Like, you scored me 60 points, and then you play Baltimore, 5 points. Stafford's been consistent. Yeah, well, I traded Zara for Stafford. Honestly, I think Stafford should be in the MVP candidacy race at this point. Like, it should be Allen, Stafford. Who the fuck else did I have? And then, well, I had Justin Herbert on that list, but the last couple games he hasn't played as great. But Josh Allen's been lights out all year. Yeah, and they got you projected like 400 points. Like, it's like a 79. I think you got like an 81% chance of beating my ass. I'm like, I still have a chance. Very small one. Yeah. Or, last minute. Oh, now he went from questionable. He's done. Okay. Yep. Nope. No, he's. I found that hilarious. He's like, yeah, I'm not getting the vaccine. Yeah, yeah. I had to wear the mask at work because I'm not vaccinated. I think actually, fuck, that's thick as shit. It's like ain't nothing getting ain't nothing getting through there. Oh damn. Oh shit. Oh. Oh fuck him. Wow. Right? Like, yep, you get to come in at 6 p.m. and work till 3. That doesn't seem fair. Not yet. I've been keeping an eye out at the Walmart. Yeah, neither am I. I'm gonna wait. Because, I mean, everything I got right now is on the PS4. I mean, the only game I would actually get for the PS5 is Cyberpunk. But I'd rather get PC for that, I think, anyways. Probably run a lot better. My issue, okay, Tua's not playing terrible, but if you compare him to what Joe Burrow's doing and what Justin Herbert's doing, it's like, did we really get the quarterback that we should have gotten, or did we get the quarterback that we were pressured into taking? I wasn't sold. I wasn't sold on Tua coming out of college, and everything that I wasn't sold on has come to the forefront. Playing for Miami, which is without elite talent around him, Tua's just an average quarterback. Go look at what he had. Again, it's also the system that he's in. Belichick. Basically all they did was go get another Tom Brady. What's Mac Jones do? The same shit Tom Brady does. So it's just copy and paste basically. And Josh McDaniels is a great offensive coordinator, or quarterback coach. He's not a great head coach. They're surprising. Mac Jones, he's actually the best rookie quarterback out of this class, and I didn't see that coming. But like I said, the thing with Tua though is if you go look at him at Alabama, look at all the receivers he had: Henry Ruggs, Devon Smith, Jalen Waddle, who else? Jerry Jeudy. Fi- yeah, Waddle's going to be a stud. It's just I don't think Tua's the guy that's going to get us to the Super Bowl. Like, he's not a bad quarterback. He's just not a franchise quarterback, in my opinion. Firing Flores would be stupid. All right, I actually like the guy. I think he's a great head coach. Chris Greer, on the other hand, our GM, I'm a little fucking. I'm like, I'm on the fence with him. I'd be all right with him being fired, keeping our head coach, and getting a GM that actually understands what the fuck we need to do. Flores is not the issue. Seriously, Flores is he's probably the best coach we've had in the last 15 years. Right? It's like Brian Cashman for a long. Series. No, he brought in players that were gonna do what he needed to do, which was get on base, strike people out, and fucking basically. No, I mean, seriously, if you look, look at some of these, like last year, the fucking when the Dodgers won, the Dodgers had probably one of the best rotations in all of baseball. They did. The Dodgers are a good team. I just think that their pitching is just ridiculously fucking good. The rest of their team is just, it's good, but it's not great. They got some hitters, but well, they got. A lot of it's Clayton Kershaw though. Like that boy is getting paid, and rightfully so. He's arguably a top 5 pitcher in the league. Probably not. He's probably getting towards the end of it. Like, nope. I am glad they got his World Series, even if it was on a shortened season. But yeah, they should have for the sign stealing. uh, it's great that the Astros made it back to the World Series and then got beat. It's like, yeah, see, look at that shit. Can't win unless you cheat. Yeah, I said because in 17 they had Kershaw, Greinke, and Ryu or something. I think they had like some Japanese pitcher. Yeah, yeah. But their first 3 pitchers all could be aces on another team. Like crazy. Like especially Kershaw and Greinke, because Zach Greinke for a long time was a absolute stud. Like in Kansas City with the Royals, boy was a monster. Yep. I think he's just staying. No, I don't think he's a starter anymore. I think he's more of a relief pitcher. Just comes in, plays a few innings. It shouldn't have happened. Burrow's just like, how the fuck is it we beat Baltimore the week before and then we lose to the Jets? Like, I'm dead. Do something. I need your defense to do something here. I need a stop, and I need it now. It's like a bittersweet moment. It's like, I'm happy my team's winning, but fuck, my fantasy team's losing. Now Mike White has to go out and have another great game tonight. Huh. Well, again, that's a good offensive coordinator, head coach, being like, well, we know where our quarterback strengths are. Just dink and dunk, just pinpoint, picking apart the defense. Still, though, 400 yards in your first career start, like that's. He's like, no, no, not today. Oh. shit. Yeah, he's been in the league for a couple years, I think. Oh, yeah. Oh, and then, what was it? Last Sunday night, Cooper Rush for the Cowboys started and goes and beats the fucking Vikings. It was just like, wow, Kirk Cousins, you're not doing yourself any favors as far as an extension goes after this year. It's like, yeah. Well, I mean, Kirk Cousins, he finessed them for a lot of money. 3 years, $90 million, all guaranteed the first time, and then they extended him again, all guaranteed. It's like, how do you get these contracts? It's like, yep, they picked up his 5th-year option. I don't think Darnold's as much of the problem, because there are a few games I did watch where they were losing and he actually led them back, like that Minnesota game, for instance. He played like shit first 3 quarters, actually first 4 quarters and some change. That last 2 minutes where he led them back down to tie the game up, he looked great. He made throws that I was like, damn, okay, Sam Darnold. It's like consistency, man. You just gotta be more. Yeah, I mean, again, Carolina, they're still a work in progress. Not having Christian McCaffrey does hurt him. Because if he had McCaffrey, it would make it a lot easier. He probably wouldn't be forcing the ball so much to DJ Moore. Oh, nice. Oh, he's checked down Charlie. Yeah. Well, I mean, the SEC is tough. And then Bama's got a nice freshman quarterback, too. It's a massive drop-off from Lawrence to him. Massive drop-off. Honestly, you know who surprised me as far as, like, completely going off the rails this year? Spencer Rattler. I did not see that happening. I thought he was gonna come out this year and just light it up. And he just falling off the rails. Russ is just, it's because Russ got hurt. It's not doing much better in Seattle either. I think they did. I'm pretty sure Russ is coming back in 4 weeks. It's 2 more weeks. I know that he's actually recovering a lot faster than they anticipated, because it was supposed to be like a 4 to 8 week injury, which looked like it might end this season. He's coming back a lot sooner than they thought, so that's good. Seattle still has a chance to do something, but they're going to have to go and win every game. Arizona's been surprising too, in my opinion. Like, did not see Kyler Murray and that team coming out like they did. They did. But, I mean, come on. Aaron Rodgers went out there with a skeleton crew and still won the game. Tom Brady went. I'm going to wait till Zara gets back. I'm going to fucking bring that back up. But, yeah, see, you notice how Aaron Rodgers took a skeleton crew and beat the Cardinals? Tom Brady couldn't have done that. Tom Brady would have needed Mike Evans, Godwin, Gronk, a couple other star players just to even make it competitive. See, Aaron Rodgers, GOAT. Tom Brady, sucks. It's easy to get 7 Super Bowls when your head coach is a genius. Don't be an asshole about it. He's like, he got 6 with Belichick and 1 without him. I'm like, again, he deflates balls. Tom Brady cheats to win. GOAT my ass. Oh, in our Madden franchise, I told Zara, I'm like, if Tom Brady becomes a free agent, I'm going to sign him and bench him. He's like, fuck you, you will not sign the golden child. I'm like, yeah, well, I'll sign, like, I have like $80 million in cap space right now. Zara's got like 10. I'm like, I'll go sign to a $40 million contract for 1 year and make his ass. No, not yet. But he's had. He did. He Super Bowl. He won. Okay, so he signed Tom Brady right towards the end of the season. Tom Brady won the Super Bowl. Then the next year, Tom retires and they win the Super Bowl again with his running back. It's like Jesus Christ. But yeah, he's like, he told me, he's like, yeah, I got Tom Brady. I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, well, Tom becomes a free agent. I'm not gonna let Zara have him. I'm like, I got way more cap space than you do, so I can throw the sink at him and actually get him and bench him. Or trade him to Jacksonville. No, actually, what I'll do is I'll trade him to like Indy or Jacksonville or fucking Tennessee and make that team instantly better and give Zara a headache because he's playing as the Texans. No, he won't. Well, he'll try, but teams in your division aren't really willing to work with you, especially when it comes to trading good players. I already told him, like, yeah, I think about trading Henry Ruggs to the Jaguars. Because last season, Jacksonville was on its ass. I think they finished 12-5. At one point in time, they were only a game back of Zara. And he's just like, I can't deal with this. I was like, I'm just going to go make the Jags better. Like, I'll keep getting Trevor Lawrence weapons. I'll really make it fun. So first year, he guts Houston, right? Trades Watson, trades all these players. He trades Tunsley and Brandon Cooks to the fucking Vikings. I'm like, oh, that's great. You give Kirk Cousins a third weapon and an all-pro left tackle. Thanks, asshole. It's like, oh, hey, Gooba plays in the North? Fuck it. We're going to make it tougher on him. We're going to give Kirk Cousins an actual chance to be an MVP. It's like, fuck you, man. It made me laugh, but... the injuries, or not the injuries, but the turnovers. Like, even when they're turned down really low, there's just some stupid ass interceptions. Like, some players they'll have their back to you and running towards your guy, and they'll do a 180 turn and grab the fucking ball with one hand and pick it off over the middle. It's like, or the computer's linebackers will have hops and be able to pick your ball off. But my guy, I'll hit triangle and time it perfect, and my guy just sits there and looks at the ball like, yeah, there's the ball, coach. It's like, sweet, why didn't you do what Homeboy just did? He's like, I can't do that. Well, I'm not athletic enough. It's like, that's hoish. So, I mean, that's mostly what Zara's griefs are, is that it's the turnovers, it's the fumbling the ball. Plus, they changed the stamina system to where it carries over from week to week. So you actually have to manage your players, especially towards the end of the year. Makes it more challenging. Repairs armor, yeah, and then weapon. But a blacksmith, if you go, I think they have a repair tab. They can repair everything. But yeah, yeah, monsters are silver, and then people are steel. It's okay. It beat the shit out of me numerous times. Yeah, I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna go start doing some of these Witcher contracts. Yeah, this will probably be my last playthrough for a while on it. That's why I'm trying to do everything. Oh man, so Blood and Wine, that vampire is hard. Like, I was like, so when I beat the story the last time on, what was it? There Will Be Blood. Aridin, the King of the Wild Hunt, he hit me one time and killed me. I'm talking, I have Q and sign up and full health, and he just hit me with one move and killed me. I'm like, okay. That fight took me like 5 times. And every time he killed me, it'd because he'd do something. It'd be a different. He'd get to a different stage, and it just. So I had to learn. I had to just redo everything. That shit was hard. Fighting Declan. Oh man, I'm like dodge, dodge, dodge. Black blood. Like pop black blood, pop swallow, pop tanny potion. Okay, let's go. Qing, dodge, dodge, hit, dodge, dodge, hit. Like, boom, hits me one time, almost dead. Swallow potion. 3 swallow potions. Qing, dead. Like, yep. Turns into an owl. It is not fun. That's how I feel. Like, right. The oils are what you need, though. I think you need yeah. Yeah, I think cursed oil is what you would use on that. Beast. So I do like this game though. I actually enjoy how challenging it was. Now, granted, there are some moments where it's just completely broken. Like when I first started the game over, first playthrough in a while, I was riding through to White Orchard with Vesemir. All of a sudden, Vesemir and his horse are in the ground, and only thing popping out of the ground is the top of Vesemir's head. And he's just like, la 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 la. I'm like, I just started laughing. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Vesemir's just like, yes, Geralt. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, Vesemir. I'm like, you're like 6 feet in the fucking ground right now, man. Like, Jesus Christ. It's like, you can die while you're in combat. That's the only thing we allow. Game's like, oh, you have just the basic swallow potion? Well, you're gonna die. Oh, there is an ability. I think it's a combat. It's one of the red abilities. 1 second. I actually have it. It is the second tier on the combat trait. It's called Undying. When your vitality reaches 0, you will be restored with a bonus. But yeah, I mean, this Undying allows you to revive when you're... It's like, nope. It's like, you're gonna die today. Yeah, I hate that mission. You can also keep it alive if you want. You don't have to kill it. So what you do... Well, what it does... What it becomes is the Baron buries it underneath the doorway, and it becomes a spirit. And the spirit leads you to leads you to Anna, or where Anna and the daughter were. I mean, okay, so if you don't kill the botchling and you just have the Baron take it, you'll have to just fight the race instead of fighting the botchling and the race. So, keeping alive can be a little easier depending on the difficulty you're playing on. Like when I played on Death March, they spawn twice as many wraiths. Like I was like, oh, I could get through this pretty easily. No. all of a sudden I'm fighting like 8 wraiths. So I'm like, there's way more of you motherfuckers this time around than there was the first time. I don't remember this many of you guys. It's like, oh yeah, you're playing on this hardest difficulty, so we're gonna make it even harder. It's like, oh fuck this. I'm not doing this mission right now. I'm coming back when I'm like 3 times higher than it. Yep, especially when you die, you're just like, Botwing? I believe they are cursed. Cursed ones. Yes. Botwings. Okay. So that... Well, if you're... Oh. Well, I mean, that means... Well, if you were to keep the Botching alive, the Spectre Oil would work great against the ghosts. Beginning of the game when it's like, you don't have I love the beginning. Yep, and go pick up some of those ingredients. I think if you hit square, it will tag the missing ingredients, and then it'll pop up in the alchemists if they have them. It's like square or something. I think it's square. Yeah. Square pins it. But you can only do one at a time, so... Oh, yeah. If you can make the swallow potion, that'll come in handy too, because that'll revive you a lot more than food will. Not at the moment. He might have to go do some exploring. That's just one way to put it. Oh, at the bottom there will tell you. I think you can move over to it. It will tell you the oil and then the Arid sign. Oh yeah, the Axis sign to fucking mind control it. You might have to go do some exploring and that first one, yeah, it's no, and they don't even give you the fucking
The old signal tower. It'll be nothing but a pile of rubble soon.
fuck yeah, use Vessi. I would do the same thing. I'm like, dude, you can't. I'm like, you can't die.
I want to look around some.
Yeah, you probably have to. A lot of the oils and stuff you have to actually like find in chests.
The power cell for portals. Heal's dead. Maybe a sign will revive it.
Yeah, I had to do the same thing for a bit. Oh, so when you get to level 11,
Not enough.
probably a little bit away from you, try and find, you're going to have to go to, I think, Novigrad to get the thing, but there's a, the first set of Witcher gear you can get, the medium armor, which will increase your, like, science intensity and stuff, and it'll keep you alive a lot longer than the light armor they make you have in the beginning. Oh, no, I figured oh yeah, that's why that mission's so damn hard. I think that mission's like level 6 or 7. So, yeah, you probably should do some secondary quests or maybe a Witcher contract.
Right. Works. Who would have thunk?
Oh, so the other day, or recently, my fucking 4K TV went out. Started glitching. What happened was I got home from work one day, right, and the screen started doing, like, you know, the old school tube TVs where they, like, the picture would start moving up and down the screen. That's what my TV was doing, right? I was like, ah, fuck. So I turned it off for a bit because Zara was hitting me up. He's like, let's play some Madden, let's play some Madden, let's play some Madden. I was gonna jump on when I got home, but couldn't do shit because my TV wasn't working. So I had to turn my TV off for a few hours, right? Then it stopped. Stopped the problem. I was like, cool, fucking get back to my shit. Next day I woke up, and it had been off for hours, right? Played for maybe 30 minutes, and it started doing it again. I had to unplug my TV, take it off the thing, and go back down from my 42-inch to my 32-inch TV. I went from fucking 4K to 1080. I'm so, like, it's sad. It's genuinely sad how it looks. Oh, I have a Vizio. See, and I've had Vizio before. Like, I had another one that was 10, 15 years old, and that thing still runs. My buddy has it still to this day, and works just fine. I get this 4K TV, didn't even last a year. So I was oh shit. Oh man. Right. Really? Yeah, see, I was thinking about either going with Sony or I'll look into. One second. There you go. Smack him on the ass. Sorry about that.
Well, at some point you will need to.
Jesus. See, I've heard like plasma TVs. If you leave it on a screen too long, it burns into the. Oh, the score or bar. See, yeah, man, I had buddies that I used to play on. I played DC Universe. I only played it on there for about a month, but within that month's time, because the icon or your abilities bars on the bottom, it doesn't move. It literally started to burn into his TV. Like, I'd be watching TV, I could see it. I'm like, oh shit. Whoopsie. Like, it's plasma, man. This is what happens. But no, you'd have to go to the fast travel spot. You might have to actually load into a save just before you talk. Yeah, an auto save just before you and the Baron start that. Um, but yeah, I was looking at, like I said, I was looking at a Sony, maybe even getting a curved TV and mounting it on my wall. Because the curved TVs look nice. Like, I'm not even gonna lie there. Oh, I gotta take my dogs outside real quick. I'll be right back. All right. might have to get Ghost Recon Breakpoint though, if it stays on sale. Honestly, I mean, it hurts. I've been going through physical therapy. I mean, yesterday I went through it and we did a little bit more. It's kind of hurting today. I don't know. I'm gonna have to see a private physician because my workman's comp doctor was absolutely useless. Like, I tried to explain to him how my knee feels. He just brushed me aside. They don't. No, he didn't look. Yeah, they don't give a shit. No, they. I pretty much. I was trying to tell him how my knee felt, and he wouldn't listen to me. He just told me it's this, or this. It's this, and this. Wear a brace. Go physical therapy. Rub some of this gel on it. And it's like, I think it's actually something else, sir. My physical therapist, lately he's been stretching me out, and he's like, there's something wrong with the meniscus because it clicks when he's stretching it out. There's a click. He feels it pop. So, again, I had to go see it. I'm gonna have to get my own doctor and have another X-ray scheduled or whatever, and see where it's at. Because my job's like, well, what's going on? I'm like, I've only been on fucking light duty 2 months, dude. Calm your shit. It's not like I like being here. Like, it's not like I like being stuck at the self-checkout. Go fuck yourself. It's like, why don't you go ask Rich that question, since he's been on modified light duty for the last year with his back injury. Like, get the fuck out of here. Or why don't you go bitch at Tabitha, who has an cyst on her ovaries, but she can work through that, and you're gonna get on my ass? It's like, I fucked myself up in your dairy box trying to get shit done because I have lazy-ass people back there. Thanks for that, by the way. Again, I don't say this shit because I'll probably get fucking written up. But this is what goes through my mind. Like, I want to snap and be like, man, if it wasn't for you working me 8 straight days, I wouldn't have fucking had this injury. If it wasn't for the fact that you guys worked me like a fucking dog, I wouldn't have had this injury. So get the fuck off my ass, Jason. Like, no, he hasn't said shit. So it's like I stopped talking to him. Like, they kept trying to set appointments up with me for him. So I keep talking to him. I told them, I'm like, I want a different doctor. Like, either give me a different person, or I need to see somebody in person. Like, I need a different doctor. This guy's not listening to what I'm trying to say. I'm explaining to him how my knee feels, and he refuses to listen to me. And Corvell's like, well, we'll put that in your file, but best we could do is tell you to go to the emergency room or go to this place or this place. I'm like, well, 2 of those places don't have workman's comp doctors on site anymore because I already went there. And I was told by both those places they don't have that. So you guys are misinformed or wrong. And they dropped me too. So after my physical therapy is over with, I gotta pay for everything on my own. So, but yeah, this whole thing has been. I'm telling you, man. Like, I've already thought about calling a workman's comp doctor or a workman's comp lawyer and explain the whole situation to him. And then go in and talk to my union rep and be like, hey, man, does Jason have any right to ask me how my knee's doing? Like, does him or Ash? Huh. Yeah. Huh. Well, like I said, I was gonna look into talking to a lawyer anyways, because this whole situation, explained to him, it's like, I tried to explain this to my. It wasn't, right? And I'll tell them, it's like, I talked to Corvell, explained the same shit to them, and they refused to help. They just basically told me these are my options, and that's it. It's like, I was getting shat. And I'll tell them the whole thing that happened in my job, too. It's like, my old manager, before he retired, this is like 2 weeks before he retired, I ended up hurting myself. I asked him what I needed to do, who I needed to. I didn't ask him to do shit for me, just give me information. He refused to straight up help me. He's like, well, there's nothing I could do to help you. I had to call my union rep to get anything done with. And then, what was it? Oh, and then this doctor, he sent corporate the doctor's note stating what I could and couldn't do. I still got shafted out of a whole week's worth of work that I didn't get paid for because because I wasn't scheduled, because my store manager never got that. So corporate and 11 other people in corporate got it but refused to send it to the store because I don't mean shit, because I'm nothing more than a number to them. Again, this whole thing's been a nightmare. I could say all this shit. They're not gonna care. The only person that might is a lawyer. So it does. And it's just like, that's why yesterday I didn't even go into work. I had physical therapy at 5. I tried to tell them, it's like, I gotta be at physical therapy at 5. So you guys gotta move my schedule around. Like, schedule me 1 to 6 on days I tell you I have physical therapy in the afternoon. I'm like, I won't show up. I'll just tell you that right now. I'll call out, but if you guys don't answer, I'm not calling again. Yesterday I tried to call out. Yesterday, your fucking physical therapy, they refused to do it. Like, my boss, my manager, Jason, refuses to do this shit. My front end lead, Neil, he'll work with me. Like, it's upper management that sucks massive dick at my job. I have to have it down. Yeah, because, like, Neil, if I tell him, hey, man, I got physical therapy on this day, can I come, and I'm scheduled to work these hours, can I come in and say work 10 to 4 or 11 to 4 or whatever? I even come in, I'll even stay an extra hour. I'll come in early an hour and give you 5, instead of 5 hours, I'll give you 6. And Neil's like, okay, I can do that. He's like, I'll work with you. Neil's cool. Like, my front end leads are awesome. I love them. Yeah, see, I mean, my physical therapy isn't too far from my job. It's just my job sucks. It's just terribly mismanaged, and they don't care. That's all it boils down to is I'm nothing more than an inconvenience at this point because I can't do shit for them really, and that's what it boils down. And that's why they're mad. Is because they're like, well, we need to know what's going on. You gotta keep us informed. It's like, well, as soon as I know something, you'll know something. It's like. Yeah, because they don't want me to fucking start getting this way, because then I will sue the shit out of this company. I don't give a fuck if I lose my job. I will get paid. They will fucking pay me for this damn thing, and they will pay me for the fucking bullshit that I'm going through. And I'll tell that. And that's what I'll say to my lawyer. It's like, if you go look at my schedule, look how many days in a row they would work me. Repeatedly. And I'm working in one of the more physically demanding fucking departments in that place. Up and down off ladders, down and up and down off the floor all the time because I'm in the dairy box. No wonder I hurt myself. You know how many times I've separated my shoulder trying to catch butter that's on the very top shelf? I'm talking a 40-pound box of just butter. And I've caught it with one arm and thrown it back up on the shelf so it didn't destroy the fucking eggs that were underneath because some jackass decided, oh yeah, this is a great place for all this butter. Let's put it up high. Like fucking douchebags. And then I go say something to somebody who actually can get it down for me. I'll get to it, Anthony. Don't worry. I'll get to it before I leave. Motherfucker leaves and doesn't even come and help me. I'm like, I'll look for him the next day. I'm like, hey, dude, what the fuck? I'm like, this is one of my bosses. I'm like, Bobby, what the fuck, man? I asked you to help me with something yesterday. He's like, I got busy. I'm like, motherfucker, you're lying. I saw you on your fucking phone. I saw you bullshit with Morgan. I'm like, get that shit down for me before I fucking talk to Jason and Tim. Motherfucker, like, you can't talk to me like that. I'm like, bullshit, I can't, dude. Like, let me call corporate real quick and explain to him. It's like, hey, yeah, I got this lazy ass boss, Bobby, I like to file a complaint about. I asked him to help me with something. He's the only one with forklift experience that would go and do it for me because Jason and Tim were both busy. Bobby's sitting there dicking around on his phone, taking selfies because he's a queer. Like, look at my hair, like it's gotta be perfect. It's like, okay, you little bitch. Okay, you prissy little bitch. I will slap the shit out of you, throw you in a box compactor, turn it on and laugh as you're fucking like, please don't, it's gonna kill me. I'm like, I know. Fuck you, the world's better off without you, bitch. Like, yeah, see, they should just put it on the floor. Like, they should just make a space for it on the floor for all this butter. Instead of putting it up on the top shelf, it's like, if it was on the floor, I could just grab it myself and just throw it on my thing and walked out with it and start loading it outside. But no, they're like, we're gonna, like, and it's usually like the butter I need is in the very back, and I gotta, like, move boxes just to get to it, so it's just like, it was just, that whole place is a fucking nightmare. Terribly mismanaged. Oh, and the thing that I love the most is the department gets fixed, right? I'm gone out of the department 5 days because I had, what was it? I had 5 days off, and I had UC before my days off. I get back within that 5 day span, they fucking destroyed it. I mean, destroyed it. It was organized, looked nice. I get back there, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 full pallets and of milk. I'm talking, that's 20. What's 9? It's 9 per, so that's 36 crates. 36 times 20, 36 times 4. There's like almost, there's over 100 gallons of milk sitting, not touched. I'm like, what the fuck? They're like, oh, Autumn quit. I'm like, and nobody came back here to unload milk the entire time I was gone. This seems like a giant fuck you to Anthony. Bobby's like, no, that's not it. I'm like, what's up with these 9 what's up with these 9 full boards of like creamer and all this other like juice and the stuff that we put in the front end? He's like, oh, it's a promo pallet. I'm like, it's a promo pallet? He's like, it's a promo pallet. I swear, it's like we don't have the room for this. We don't have a coffin to put half this shit in because you unplugged it and broke it. He's like, yeah, no, it was an. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. Ugh. And one day, right, I was watching him. I had this case of horchata on the ground, and I was going to move it. But he's like, hey, I need you to move real quick so I can get this. So I was like, okay. So I moved, right? I watched him turn the forklift into the horchata and blow it up. He got covered in the horchata. I just laughed. I was like, you stupid fucking ass retard. And I mean, it blew up. It got everywhere. And I didn't even care. I started laughing right in front of him. I didn't give a fuck. Like, fire me. Go ahead. Like, go ahead, write me up. You're the dumb. I tried to move it. And I told him that. I was trying to move that box, but you told me to move. What do you want me to do? You're the boss. No, you just have to be trained on it. But I'm not going to ask them to do that for me. I'm like, it's useless. I don't plan on being here for much longer. At this point, I'm only here because they're paying for this damn need, one way or another. Like, it's not like I fucked it up on my own. So, pretty much, because I had I had 2 other job offers until I screwed this up. So, and I'm gonna look at him and tell him, it's like, well, man, if I hadn't messed this up, I wouldn't even be here right now. Seriously, I had 2 other offers at 2 different jobs that paid me slightly better than this, and were consistent hours and consistent days off. Unlike this place, which is, well, we'll work it like 8 straight, 10 straight, and then we'll give you 2 days off and do it again. It's like, yeah, of course you will. So, I don't know, I'm getting tired of Food Max. Now that, and it's not even that, it's also like self-checkout. People are dumb and rude as fuck. Like, they screw it up because they don't understand. I tell them, it's like, it's just super sensitive. You can't put a shit ton of items on there. If you put X amount of weight, or you put a bunch of big items and try to stack a bunch of small items on it, it's going to screw it up because it's not registering the weight of the small items. Or if it's uneven, it won't register. It's going to keep screwing up. It's like, you got to make sure stuff is flat on there. This isn't even right. Walmart's is way better. You always have a scan gun. This thing's always going off. You're rude and lazy. I'm like, I'm looking right at him. I'm like, well, then go to Walmart. I'm like, then go to Walmart. I'm like, I'm trying to help you guys and trying to explain to you that it's like, you bring 60 items through my check stand is stupid. This is 15 items or less. You bring 4 times the amount of a lot of items, and then you're wondering why it's screwing up. I give people a heads up ahead of time, and they look at me like I'm just being an asshole and being rude. It's like, you're a fucking idiot. Like, what was it, the other day? I had one lady come in, and I was looking at her, I was like, I'm like, just a heads up. It's like, that machine might start screwing up after a minute because of all the items you have. She's like, you think so? I'm like, it might. She started ringing it up anyways, and she's like, it started screwing up towards the end. Like, after about 17th, 18th item, she had 25 altogether. So I had to, every few minutes, I had to clear it. She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, at least you're not rude about it. Looking at me like I'm the asshole. She's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be such a bug. I'm like, at least you're fucking honest. Like, I had one guy come through, him and his wife and his kid. They came and they did 3 separate transactions, right? First item, first one, 36. Next one, 33. Last one, 11. I'm like, I did the math. I'm like, that's 80 items. Dude, 15 items or less. I'm like, holy shit. It's like, can you people not fucking count? Can you not read? Like, am I dealing with, like, the dumbest fucking population in California? Fuck. And the kicker is, most of these people that are rude to me are on fucking government aid. They're on food stamps. WIC. And it's like, the fuck do you, it's like, how do you have the right to talk to me like that, motherfucker? It's like, you're getting money. I'm paying you for this shit. It's like, this is coming out of my taxes, you stupid fuck. I'm like, I'm paying for your groceries, basically. It's like, you're basically biting the fucking hand that feeds you, asshole. Like that guy, he was rude to me. He straight up goes, EBT and WIC, they get free paper bags because we have to charge people for them because this is the communist state of California where we charge you for fucking everything. Breathing, 10 cents. Free speech, that's $1. Free thought, that's more than you can afford. Yep. Yep. They're like, oh yeah, and then middle of the month they have no money, and they're like, oh, I ate great for the fucking first 2 weeks. But yeah, no, and so this guy, like, he bought 3 bags the first time, and technically he didn't have to charge me. I could have told him, oh yeah, by the way, hit 0 because EBT is free. I'm like, no, fuck this guy. He rang up 9 bags, right? 3 different transactions. We charged him a whole dollar. I charged 90 cents. I was like, in cash. I was like, yeah. He looked at me, aren't EBT supposed to be free? I'm like, they're supposed to be. He's like, why don't you fix it? I'm like, you can give me a chance. Have a nice day, sir. His wife's like, I'm so sorry, please. He's like, I'm going to go talk to your manager. I'm like, she's right over there. Her name's Jamie. Go ahead and talk to her. You go ahead and bring her right over if you want. I'll explain the whole situation to her. I'm sure she would love to hear it. Jamie's one of those managers where people are rude to me, and she'll straight up walk over and it's like, ma'am, sir, don't talk to my employee like this. You have no right to talk to him like this. He's not being rude to you. Do not talk rude to him. It's like, if the fact that he's letting you come through with this many items, I would have told you to get out of my line. So you should be nice to him. You should actually be thanking him for allowing you to come through here instead of make you stand at a check stand. And he'll shut the fuck up. And Jamie's like, there you go, Anthony. She's like, you good? I'm like, I'm great, Jamie. Thank you. And she just smiles at me because I make her laugh. She'll come in and I'm like, can I go home? I got a headache like Catherine. I'm like, I don't feel good. Can I go home like Catherine? I don't have a headache. She starts laughing. She's like, God. She's like, I like talking to you, Anthony. She's like, you always make me laugh at least once a day. I'm like, yeah, like I try to make the people I like laugh. So, Jamie, like I said, Jamie's cool. Well, my front end leads are nice. It's just upper management sucks. And now we have a new boss, and she's one of those ladies that she has power, so she's gonna run you the fuck over with it. Like, she pretends she's nice to your face, but I could see it in her eyes. She's a fucking snake. And I'm like, I don't like you as it is. She, like, straight up came up to me. I was wearing my Spider-Man sweater. And it's like, you can't wear that anymore. We have to wear it. It has to be uniform only. I'm like, looking right at her. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, alright. I'm like, that's cool. Not a problem. I came in the next day with my Spider-Man sweater. I looked right, I had it on. She's like, what did I say? I'm like, I'm not on the clock yet. I'll take it off when I get on the clock. And I walked right into the break room. I'm like, I don't give a fuck what you have to say, lady. And I walked out. As I clocked out, I put it on. She's like, you're not supposed to be wearing that. I'm like, I'm off the clock now. I'm like, can't tell me what I can and cannot wear off the clock. Have a nice day. And I walked right out the store. I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Like, lady, I didn't, and the entire time, my 5 hours I was on my shift, didn't wear it once. Had my Food Max shirt on with my name tag, so you could clearly see it. So this way people didn't ask me, do you work here? It's like, nah, unfortunately. Do you know where this is? Yeah, it's down this way. If you don't see it on the shelf, we probably don't have it. Why? Because, we can't get a chance to put anything on the shelf because we have no checkers. So, our people who are supposed to be stocking are checking. I tell people all the time, too, it's like, hey, we may not have as many checkers as Walmart, but we're faster than Walmart. Because I've stood in the Walmart's check stands. They'll have like 6 checkers open, and I'll be in line for 30 minutes waiting. While this lady's just taking it sweet. Right. Oh, I know where you're at. You're about... Yep. Soon you might have to go fight... You're going to have to fight the wild hunters soon, too. Yep. A lamp. Yeah, it's like a three-part. It's like three different missions. The first one is part of the story. You're basically going to see where Siri is. Kira helps you look. That is true. Kira is very, I wouldn't say scandally clad, but free-spirited. But yeah, she does put you to sleep after you have dinner with her. And then she goes to the island she has you go to earlier to clear it. Who are you looking for? It's not who I'm looking for. It's what I'm looking for. My physical therapist said the same thing. Like, she's like, you just probably need to be more forward with everything. Make sure that they understand it's like you want to get this done with. That's pretty much what I'm thinking that's what it boils down to, is they're either hoping that I heal up and I can come back to work, or I get so frustrated sitting there and then bugging the shit out of me that I just quit and they don't have to deal with me anymore. Which, if that's what they want, I mean, I'm already looking at another job anyways. So the minute I heal, they're fucked. Like, they're like, yes. Yeah, lingering injuries, especially if I'm going to go do something else like this. The one thing I can say, though, is this whole injury is giving me perspective on a lot of shit. This job, it does. It's definitely shown me that everything everybody said was exactly true. That Jason, he's not a bad person. He's just a piece of shit fucking manager. Fucking lazy.
His long search for Siri led Geralt to conclude the Duma.
Yeah, and that's what it boils down to with them. But I think they've started to figure out that I'm not replaceable in the dairy department. You know how many people they've thrown back there since I've been on light duty? Almost a dozen. And none of them can do my job. None of them can hold a candle to me. The only person that comes close is James Wigley, which him and I started. He started before me, but he's the only person that can keep up with me in that department, but because me and I work a lot alike. Like, how I work is how he works. So he's the only person. But they can't work him to death. But everybody else they've thrown back there has shit the bed. Like, they either under order, over order, don't know how to stock shit, don't know how to pull stuff. You know how much moldy shit we have? Like, the other day I was checking, and some guy had this thing of cheese that was moldy. Dude didn't even realize it was moldy. I looked at it, I was like, sir, I'm like, I'm gonna get you a new one. This is moldy and disgusting. He's like, oh my god. He's like, I didn't even see that. He's like, thank you so much, sir. I'm like, yeah, not a problem. I called my UC. I'm like, hey, come up here. I was like, I handed it to him. I'm like, go give me another one for this, sir, and then distress this for me, please. He's like, yeah. He's like, nah, problem. Boom. Like, there's a whole roll of butter, Amish butter my mom saw at the store, covered in black mold. I'm like, what the fuck? Nobody's doing their job? Like, I'm like, this is the shit that pisses me off. Like, this is why I'm like, yeah, see? You guys are starting to realize that you can't fucking get rid of me. Like, I'm almost damn near irreplaceable. Because unless you're going to make David or Ricky and move them into the fucking dairy and then fuck yourself on drop crew, you're not going to find anybody that you can get to do it. Like, so, good luck. But I've also, did I tell you I started selling, buying like headphones online and reselling them? So yeah, I've been buying like the Dr. Dre's Beats headphones from like Wish and shit, and they're authentic headphones. So I'm like buying them for like anywhere between $20 to like $27, and I'm reselling them for. Well, if I sell them to like people at my store, I sell them to like $30-$35. If I sell them online, like on Mercari and stuff, I'm selling them for like $45 to $60. I'm making $20 plus in profit just selling them on Mercari each time. So I'm actually starting to make, and like people are starting to hit me up. Like I sold James, I sold him a couple pairs. I sold him a pair of headphones and a pair of earbuds. one person at work is like, hey, where'd you get those headphones from? Boom, homeboy came up to me, and he's like, hey, give me some headphones. Well, with him, I got him the buds, right? And the right one didn't work at first, so he's like, hey, man, can you get this to work? I fixed him, right? He never came up and got him. I was even going to take money off him, because I hit up Wish and told him what the fuck happened with the headphones. I'm like, the right one doesn't work. I'm like, it won't connect at all. I'm like, can I just exchange it? Could you guys I just ship these back and you guys just send me a new set? And they're like, we'll just refund you your money and just keep them. If you get them to work, awesome. If not, we apologize for the inconvenience. Well, I got them to work and I got my money back. So I knocked $10 off of it, 30% off the price, because I was charging him $30. I was going to take $10 off of it. So I'm like, that's about 30%. He didn't want them. One of the checkers that I'm cool with, Melissa, she's like, how much do you want for those, Anthony? I'm like, 20. She's like, I hooked him up right to her phone. I let her listen to him from him. I'm like, do you want these? She's like, these are awesome. She's like, $20. She's like, yeah. She handed me her card. She's like, go buy yourself something and get $20 in cash back. I'm like, okay. So I got myself some like 69-cent gummy bears and just fucking got the $20. But yeah, she was happy with the purchase. I was talking to the cute girl I like in bakery, so the little Mexican girl. And I was like, yeah, I get Beats headphones. And James and I were talking about that. She's like, I told him, like, yeah, I gave him for like, I get them for like 20, anywhere between $20 to $27. And I sell them, for like 30 to you guys. She's like, you're underselling, Anthony. I'm like, I know, but I sell them online for 3 times what I sell them to you guys for. She's like, I'm like, yeah. She's like, can you get me some? She's like, 3 pairs. I'm like, I'll see what I can do. Like, there's $90 right there. I'm like, boom, business is popping. Like, I'm already starting to get like people hitting me up, and I got another guy who I get my weed from. He's like, hey, can you get me a pair? I'm like, yeah. There's another. I got like 4 people. I got 4 pairs just waiting. I just gotta get them. So I'm like, I'm trying to get a consistent source on this, so I can because I can make money doing this, like enough to keep me afloat, and then eventually start making some real money. Because I mean, as long as I don't report some of the cash deals, I should be fine. The Macari stuff, if I sell X amount of money on Macari, I have to pay taxes, which I can deal with. That's not an issue, because I'll have an actual job. Like, I just don't want to work for somebody else the rest of my life. Like, I actually enjoy selling these headphones, dealing with people in short increments, because dealing with the public for too long, sometimes some people are great. Like, when I come to like self-checkout, for instance, like there's some really funny people that come through every day. I talk to them, we have a conversation, we usually bullshit. Like, one lady and her daughter come through. I think they do Instacart, and she asked me one day, she's like, is your job punishing you? I'm like, I started laughing. I'm like, it feels like it. But no, I hurt myself in the dairy box. I told her the whole situation. She's like, oh my God, sweetie, I'm so sorry. I'm like, it happens. At least I can still work. I'm making something out of this. I'm trying to make the best out of the situation. She's like, I hope you get better. I'm like, thank you. And yeah, but that was the first words out of her mouth. They're like, is your job punishing you? I'm like, yeah. Like, because they fucking hate me. So yeah, I deal with some really cool people, but then I deal with some really shitty people who just think I'm lazy. Like, I'm just sitting there doing nothing for no reason. It's like, no, the only reason, and I explained to him, the only reason why I'm here right now is because I'm on light duty. If it wasn't for that, I wouldn't be behind this little counter right now. I'd be either in the dairy box or at this check stand right here checking people out. Like, I'm here because of light duty. Like, well, I don't know why you just don't claim disability. I'm like, I can't. My doctor wouldn't let me, and I don't want to anyways because I'm not lazy. I'm like, I don't mind working. I'm just limited on what I can do right now. I told that to my doctor too. I'm like, I don't want to miss work. I just want to get my knee better. He treats me like I'm like every other lazy ass piece of shit. That's like, I'm just saying what you want to hear, so you give me what I want. It's like, I never asked him for pain medication, and I never once asked him to take me off of work. But he acts like I do. Yeah, he acts like I did. So it's just, this whole situation has just been a fucking nightmare. And I just, like, again, I try my best to just take it in stride. But if you're on it at night when I get off of work, Zara will tell you sometime, it's just like, there's times where I just want to flip out and just throw a customer's head through the U-scan. And just like, shut the fuck up. Like, you do not fucking talk to me like this. Like, happy EBT, bitch? Fucking pay for your food. Don't bite the fucking... I get fired, though. And arrested. Instantly. But I think they'd be justifiable, because everybody look at him like, this boy just beat the... It's like, well, he was rude to him. And Anthony took... that kid's not somebody that just takes shit lightly. He snapped. Like, we saw this coming. Yeah, it was only a matter of time. Like, I scare some people at work. Oh, people are like, there's some scary shit about you. I'm like, yeah, I will. Like, I told one of my bosses, like, I will throw a motherfucker in the box compactor and not fucking care. I'll turn on and laugh. Like, close the gate. If you try to get out of it, I'm gonna fucking break your hand as you're trying to get out. Close the fucking gate on your ass. Maybe sever your fingers and just turn it on and laugh and walk away. As you're screaming, begging, and pleading. And maybe I'll stop it just to fuck with you and be like, see, got you, motherfucker. You're staying there, though. I'm not coming. Nobody's coming to help you. Not anytime soon. I'm just an asshole, though. Well, my boss, Ricky, he just looked at me, he's like, we never had this conversation and walked the fuck away. I was just like, yeah, I thought that's what we were going to say.
Tasty.
No, they don't know what to do with me. They're like, is he serious or is he kidding? Like, I can't tell. Like, Bobby don't even like talking to me, really. Unless it's football.
Looking for a good
Other than that, he won't
swordsmith.
say 2 words to me.
No one.
Because he knows I hate him. Like,
3 swords on your back. A bit much, don't you
I've seen, what was it? One time he said some shit.
You make
What was it?
anymore?
He said people who drink the lactose-free milk basically are kind of like sissies. I was like, that's how I feel about men who hit women. And I looked right at him as I said it. And he didn't say shit to me. He just walked away because he has 3 domestic violence charges in 3 different counties, giving him 3 different restraining orders, and yet he's still employed through Food Max. He's got some thick knee pads, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, straight up, like, that's why I don't like him. Like, he straight up hits women, and it's like, it's a pussy. He's just this big motherfucker who likes to beat girls. I'm like, wow, congratulations, pussy. Like, why don't you fight me? Why don't you fight the guy with 2 fucked up feet
Damn shame you
and a
don't
knee?
make them anymore.
Like, why don't you fight me? I'll gladly fight you right now, broken body or not.
Why the hell are you needing dough?
I'm just mean. That's just who I am, though. Like, well, that and he said something really disrespectful to somebody I'm really cool with at that job in Spanish. He's like, what did he say to her? He's like, does Esmeralda want Bobby to see her naked body? I'm like, he fucking said that shit? She's like, yeah. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, I should go beat his ass right now. She's like, please don't fucking hit him, Anthony. She's like, you'll go to jail and lose your job, and I can't. And she's like, I don't want that to happen. I'm like, all right, I'll wait till I fucking leave this place, come back, and then beat the fucking brakes off of him in front of people.
A small dockside workshop.
Like, I don't give a fuck. I will catch him as he's walking out the door and just pummel the shit out of him. Like, I don't care about going to jail. It'll be worth it.
He resorted to other methods.
Other methods?
A bit of slander here, buying business.
I'm like, I don't know what happened. I snapped.
Over there.
I lost my mind for a minute.
Competition was a plowing
That motherfucker said something disrespectful to Mom, and I don't remember the next shit. I just beat the living fucking shit out of him. Sorry.
Not give up without
Sorry, not
fight.
sorry, but whatever.
I went to town hall, negotiated. It was all in vain. We'd already enlisted Cleaver's protection.
But outside of that, man, I mean,
Few dared
work hasn't been
get
too
in
bad.
Cleaver's way.
I still get to talk to the people I like,
Negotiating? Making a deal?
With
and I
Van
get paid
Hall.
for it.
Do you jest? He's a proper heartless bastard. Either play by his rules and pay him, or go out of business.
I see.
Oh, not anytime
Well, I
soon.
shan't complain.
Because if I was working if I was working like I was before, 40 plus hours a week, I get a new TV tomorrow. I get a new TV. Yeah, tomorrow I just pick up a new one. Because I'm only working 25 hours, it's probably gonna have to wait till after taxes.
Those rogues of the underworld control all the sources.
Because I'm starting
How am I
like
to talk to them?
only 25 hours a week is starting to.
Would you be willing to help me?
Yeah, actually, honestly, I found that the best time to get a TV is around the Super Bowl. That's when they put them on sale.
Want me to help you get your supplies?
Because they figure everybody's going to try to buy a new TV for big games. So I'm like, I'll probably just wait till then. I thought about Black Friday, but
Not so long
I'm just
ago,
not.
I
If
tried
I'm going to do Black
to
Friday
get
shit,
iron deliveries with one of the King of Beggars men.
Right. King wouldn't worry about an embargo. Cleaver
yeah,
imposed.
I'd like to see if I can get PS5, but
He demanded
I'm not
an
holding my breath on
inordinately
that.
large share of the profits.
yeah.
I thought you might help me negotiate.
Like I said,
I don't mean
there's only
gratis.
one game I really want to
Certainly
get from
agree on
PS5 right now, and that's Cyberpunk.
Undying. Choose something from your collection?
But
Forget this rubbish.
um,
I shall forge you
if I was to
a
do that, I'd
sword
just end up
fit
getting the
for
digital
killing
edition,
gods.
digital
I don't
only
know.
PS5, because most of my games are digital
World.
uh,
Not really sure I can
downloads
meddle with
anyway.
them.
So
I badly need your help. Van Horn is
Then
a
it would force me to get a new
Van
TV, so I
You
could
must be
actually
taught
enjoy
a
the game.
lesson. I'd be eternally grateful. Plate armor, yours. Or perhaps you'd like a catapult or a trebuchet.
Yeah, I heard that the beginning of the story, no matter what you choose, it always just still leads to the same thing.
Meet me after dark. Near the
So
crane at the docks.
that's kind of sad, but I just want to play it just to it'd be something new to stream, like because I've been doing, like I said, I've been doing The Witcher. Let's see what Dave said in a minute. I've picked up a couple new subs, like 3 or 4 new followers on my PlayStation Network alone. So it well, it's one of the best story-driven games, single-player story-driven games out there. Still, even with all the glitchy, even with the buggy shit that the game still has, because it is still kind of buggy at times, it is still an extremely fun game. The story's still extremely well written.
This the place.
Greetings, Witcher. It's nearby. Ready?
Oh, was it Alien? Oh, yeah. But I mean, with this game though, is that I did like the fact that there's like 36 different endings you can get based on your choices. Now, sometimes there are just certain things that's like no matter what goes on, I will not change. Like, there's just certain, like, I feel as though if like certain NPCs have helped me out throughout the game, I won't just betray them. I'm not gonna fucking be that guy and be like, well, fuck you. Uh, like when Dijkstra uh, tries to fuck over Vernon Roach and the cobbler dude. I'm like, I could walk away and let Dijkstra kill them both, and then try to and then take over Redania and take over the North. But I'm like, man, fuck Dijkstra, you fat fuck. When I need your help at fucking Karamora to fucking stop the Wild Hunt, you're like, sorry, Geralt, you didn't help me, so fuck you. It's like, oh, well, well, fuck you. It's like, you thought I was going to remain neutral. Like, homeboy here literally fucking plays, him and Vest put their life on the line for me. And Ciri, I'm going to help these motherfuckers. Fuck you. Like, don't care. Like, don't give a shit. So I've been enjoying it. But there's like, what is it? Like I said, I changed a few things on the storyline, or on the Baron's storyline, to where the first time I saved it, right, the first time he took Anna away and he tried to heal her. Second time, the witches cursed her. I lifted the curse, but then she still died, and then the Baron hung himself, and I was like, oh. I'm just sitting there watching him swing. I'm like, oh fuck, Anthony, you caused a whole shit ton of fucking things. I'm like, you this one chain of events, Anthony. You literally had a town kill itself, burn itself down. You killed the Baron's wife, destroyed the child by. You just pretty much decimated their oldest daughter. Like, now she's like completely distraught. And the Baron killed himself. It's like, well, you're a fucking asshole. You thought you were doing great, and you just did terrible. It's like, oh well, I got paid. I'm like, fuck. It's probably all the swords and stuff. Or that junk, like the quest items, that shit adds up too. Books get heavy. Like, I have 89 pounds, and it's mostly fucking books that I can't sell yet. Because nobody...
Lead the way.
Splendid. Come.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. You just gotta find a vendor who's willing to take that shit.
king of beggars, man. His name is Timboy.
What do you know about him?
Not much. He's easy to ire, so tread carefully. We need him far more than he needs us.
You were to come alone, elf. Who's this?
A concerned friend.
Ah, fine. Here's how we see things. The boss of Loggerheads with Cleaver, there's got to be a payoff. We've got an offer, and it's non-negotiable.
Surprise.
Oh
us.
no, you.
A steady
And,
supply of iron.
Yeah,
in
what you do is you can go up
exchange
with the
for
Iggy sign and
50% of
hit
your
the
profits.
nest, and it'll burn it. Or you can drop a
Iggy
bomb on it.
25.
Who are you to dictate anything to the king of beggars? Ugh, 35's as low as we'll go.
25's our limit. We'll throw in a discount. at
Yeah,
the shop.
Kirametz is annoying.
You're
Garrow,
clearly
the
dead,
rat.
tramp.
It's like, shut
No
up,
deal.
bitch. Why don't you do something?
Come on, boys.
It's like a monster icon on your map.
Fine.
But perhaps we should...
You should go home, elf.
Agreed.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Yep.
Oh, Tinboy.
Good,
Too much
good old
drink
Kirametz.
softens your bloody
Metzger.
mind.
Or Metz.
This here's Cleaver's
Mertz,
territory,
whatever the
you
fuck her
prick
name is.
whittler.
Damn it. Who's this now?
News travels fast. What do we do?
Nope, by the next 2 days off.
Geralt, quickly!
Yeah, actually you can, because I have Amazon Prime, so it does make it nice. You know, it actually makes Amazon worth it. I get football, I get Thursday Night Football for free.
Oh, problem.
Careful! There could be more in the...
Follow me.
Alright, man. Alright, man. I'm down. Yeah. I mean, if you ever need help with The Witcher, let me know, and I'll gladly help you out with anything you need. No worries. Later, man. You have a good day. Thank you.
Right. Sure hope there's a payoff at the end of this.
So, supplies. That's something we can count on.
Who'd you take me for? Gave you me word, didn't I? But I'd hire guards if I was you. You never know with Cleaver.
Think they'll come back?
A few of Cleaver's little shits escaped. Bugger probably already knows everything. I've no men to spare, can't guarantee your safety. If I was you, I'd lay low for a time.
Thanks, Tin Boy.
Down the line, the bosses will make a deal. You'll be left alone. All you gotta do is stay alive till then.
What now?
Here we chat, while your partner's just blown the coop.
Damn it. Hey, wait.
I went to the bathroom.
Good luck.
Yeah, I did. You have the worst timing ever.
Hattori, wait.
I had to take a piss. I had to piss for a minute, actually. Not much. Fucking just talking to the old man for a bit. I like how this game's like, yeah, we're gonna just give a massive update again, taking John Gruden out of the game, taking Henry Ruggs out of the game. They didn't? What the fuck was the update for then? I mean, did they overhaul the? So it's not as aggressive? Harder? Oh, okay. Oh, so they'll actually do their job. Did they fix? Oh, cool.
Hattori,
Fuck yeah.
You in there? Open up.
No chance. Leave me be.
Don't be silly. Let me in.
No, never. I shall stay in here until Middenvern.
So it means that I'll pretty much have to go fuck around and get a new playbook. And fuck around with some new playbooks then.
Make deals.
Too late now. King of Beggars will get you supplies, and then what? You'll have to pay him.
Well, no, I had to go.
Geralt, you must help me.
No, I won't. I'm a witcher, not a bodyguard.
Oh, well, yeah, they took out the Cam Newton type plays, and now it's now a Mac Jones style playbook.
Got anyone specific in mind?
Oh, maybe that fucking shit that I was doing to you last night.
He's an old pirate, a skeleton.
I don't know if I was cheesing. I don't know, because I don't know if I was.
Here a dozen cleavers.
Can't you talk to him yourself?
Yeah, but you play deep cover. See, I was telling MP, I was like, he would play deep coverage because he's only gonna throw deep to rugs. I was like, no, I'll stretch you vertically and throw underneath. I was like, and then I'll throw deep, and then then I'll throw deep to rugs. It's like eventually you're like, what the fuck's he doing? Yeah, and or you open it up for like a run. I was like, shit, I'm just gonna do what I gotta do. Shit. I re-signed the Super Bowl MVP for like fucking 3 years, $8 million. Yeah, no. Defense is a lot of switching. If they fix the AI defenders, then that should help you out a lot. Because truthfully, man, how you were doing it last night, just playing on the line, that's how I start. I don't switch to the corners until the ball's in the air and I actually can go chase it down myself. I'm not fucking playing cornerback out there. I get fucking beat. Like, fuck no. I try to get to. Like I said, I try to get to the quarterback. My thing is to just try and force pressure or get a sack. You're holding on to the ball for a minute. Like, I was watching. Because I was watching Davis Mills. I couldn't get to him because that fucking line. But again, like I said, you set that all-out blitz. And literally, your corner had to run around all your defenders. And he still couldn't get to me. He's like, fuck, man. I got... There's a lot. Yeah, there's a lot. Like, that's when you were sitting there like running on me. I'd be in zones showing you blitz. I'm like, just in case he fucking decides he's gonna throw this ball, at least I'm still in fucking zone coverage. I'm like, guess I'm not fucking, and then still be in zone. Oh, DJ Chark, Gary on Conley, who led the league in picks and deflections, not boy getting burnt. I'm like, I can't. I'm like, fuck him. I'm like, goddamn Chark. I knew what you were running. Like, I already knew what you were doing before you did. I'm like, oh, this boy's he's taking the run. Like, you know, I knew this because it's like you ran the ball on me the entire last possession, so you're like, oh, I'm gonna do the same shit, hit him with the same formation. It's like, nope, play action. I'm like, I already know what he's doing. That's why I was in zone coverage, not blitzing. Like, I knew what you were gonna run, and it's like my defenders are like, nah, oh shit. That's why I respect the run. I knew you weren't gonna run it though. Wait, yeah, but my AI defenders are retarded. Like, I knew what you were going to go. Oh, man, it frustrated the shit out of me because I knew what you were going to run defensively at times before you even ran. My defender still got burnt. I'm like, that's why I started playing cover 2. I'm like, fuck this guy. I'm like, you know, if he's going to run on me, I'll just give up the fucking yards on the ground because it's going to take him a lot longer to score. And I'm like, fuck this DJ Shark shit. I'm like, I'm getting really tired of fucking beating me one play. I'm like, this is how the AI feels. Fuck Henry Ruggs. Fuck Anthony. It's like, I'm fucking tired. It's like over the top, over the shoulder catch, like boom. Like, I'm telling you, man. Like, whenever I play a running back with X Factor, what you were doing to me last night happens all the time. Dalvin Cook will do that shit 3 times. He'll break 3 tackles in one play and then take it 75 yards to the house. I was really expecting him to just let you keep breaking tackles till he scored. I'm like, he's running for 16 yards. I'm like, this boy doesn't even run for 16 yards in fucking 2 plays. He did it in 1. It's like, usually it takes me like 4 downs to get 16 yards there, coach. Yeah, well, no worries. I mean, I got tomorrow off too, so we don't have to fucking. Well, I gotta wait for my shit to finish downloading. So it'll probably be done after I go grocery shopping. Yeah. That's why when I woke up, if I knew it was gonna be a massive fucking update like this, my ass would have fucking not. My ass would have just kept my PlayStation on fucking pause or rest. Yeah, I doubt that.